Am I the a-hole for wanting to approve my friend's dress to my wedding? I, 24 female, am getting married to the most amazing man this summer. We'll call him Ken, 22 male. He has invited 2 of his best friends from college, Alex, 23 male, and Nicole, 22 female. I have hung out with both Alex and Nicole several times, but Ken is closer to them than I am. So Ken and I both think our religion is really important to us. The ceremony is happening in our dream church, and like 80% of the guests are from either his church or mine. The other 20% are family. Alex is some kind of Catholic, but Nicole has never been baptized or even gone to mass before. According to Ken, she has no interest in religion. This bothers me a lot because I feel like she won't appreciate our ceremony or the church. Nicole is also very exotic looking, with brown skin and dark hair. Her parents are from South Asia, so people will already be giving her looks anyway. Not a lot of diversity in me or Ken's families. Here's the issue. Nicole partied a lot in college, drinking, smoking, everything. She would post pics of herself in crop tops and tight jeans weekly. I'm worried that she will wear something inappropriate to my wedding, drawing even more attention to herself. I asked Ken to ask Alex to talk to Nicole, but Ken never did. So I texted Nicole and discreetly brought up that I'd like to approve her outfit before she bought anything tasteless. Nicole told me that she will do no such thing, and I told her I'm worried she will feel uncomfortable with people staring at her. She is adamant that nobody will be staring at her and that she will wear what she wants. I asked her to promise me that it wouldn't be anything inappropriate, but she hasn't responded. Am I the a-hole? I am terrified she is going to show up to my beautiful wedding wearing something outrageous just to get back at me. I was genuinely just trying to help her. You're the a-hole. Even if only for thinking it's relevant to say Nicole is very exotic looking. She's one of your fiancé's best friends. He knows her better than you do, and if he's not worried about her wearing something inappropriate, you shouldn't be either. You and your fiancé both find your religion to be super important. You need to trust him. Demanding to approve her dress choice is ridiculous and moving into Bridezilla territory. You're the a-hole. Are you for real? Seriously? I mean, it's one thing to Bridezilla over guests and want to approve a dress code as if they are kindergartners, but it's a special other to be worried about being outshined by the exotic looks of another person. Wow. Yeah. If I had $1 for every time I said this on here, people are not props. They can dress as they wish, as long as a modicum of social decency is practiced. You don't get to dictate what your guests wear, especially if it is because you are worried about having attention taken off of you by their looks. You must be incredibly insecure if you think people will look at a guest in a questionable dress over the pretty princess in the white dress walking down the aisle. I mean, you all but have a spotlight shining on you, and airplane traffic controllers pointing to you with the big orange wands that you are the reason for the event. Get over yourself. The more you type, the worse your insecurities and jealousy bleed through at cringe-worthy levels. She's in law school so she's jobless. She's Asian so she's exotic and attention stealing. She's not a good Catholic girl, so she's a heathen. Good lord. Someone needs to warn Ken that he needs a different Barbie. So are you jealous of her because she's in law school, jobless? Really, because of her relationship with your fiancé, or because her exotic self is prettier than you? Face it, the woman is intelligent enough to go to law school and presumably had enough sense and understanding of dress codes to not turn up to her law school interviews in something inappropriate. You just want to know what's she wearing because you don't want her to look too pretty on your day. Grow up. You're going to be a married adult soon. Act like it. She might be married soon, but she's got a long way to go before she could be considered an adult. I don't even think it's just a prejudice thing, although that is part of it. I think Bridezilla is also one of those strict judgmental religious types that thinks any woman who dares be attractive and wear fitted clothing that reveals their body type is going to steal their husband away from her. These are the same Bridezillas and religious people who act like men have zero control of their bodies and dicks, and any attractive women even near the man's vicinity is a hussy who's gonna draw his attention away and tempt him. Honestly, Bridezilla sounds almost, dare I say, jealous of the exotic friend and her confidence and her body. It threatens her and her hubby to be even being near a successful smart woman like that who's also confident and attractive. Bridezilla can't even trust her hubby around the poor woman, even though he's totally fine and the only one with the problem is Bridezilla. Also, it's your wedding day, Bridezilla. Who in the world is gonna be staring at a random wedding guest when you're the one in the bright white fancy wedding gown all made up? No matter how pretty the friend is, and she sounds pretty, she's not the bride. People will clearly know the difference. I can't even with this crazy delusional chick. Does she think the friend is gonna show up to the wedding in a Princess Leia bikini from that infamous Star Wars scene? You're the a-hole. Matthew 7:1 KVJ. Judge not, that ye be not judged. For with what judgment ye judge, ye shall be judged, and with what measure ye mete, it shall be measured to you again. And why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam in thine own eye? You seem incredibly judgmental and somebody that expects respect, yet you do not show respect for others. You seem very judgmental of this lady, almost jealous sounding, and just because somebody does not share the same religious views as you does not mean they will not respect nor appreciate your ceremony. You overstepped a boundary with etiquette and just common decency as a human being by trying to police what a guest wears to your wedding. She's an adult and knows how to dress herself. And just to touch on the fact that she partied in college and she's now in law school, she sounds like she's doing a hell of a lot of good for herself and has some serious aspirations for what she wants to do with her future. Good for her. You're the a-hole. Catholic here. People would need to be baptized or raised religiously to participate in mass/communion. Those who aren't can still sit there and appreciate it. Also, what does her partying have to do with anything? And what do you think is inappropriate? From my own experience of going to weddings and other ceremonies in church, people who aren't Catholic typically don't dress that much differently than people are religious or go to church on regular basis. You're the a-hole, and you're insecure. You sound like the type of person who would describe her as worldly. You're hyper focused on her appearance. Why? Jealous? Did Ken have a thing with her? Worried he wants to? Do you know how many people's outfits I remember from my wedding? 0. If I wasn't marrying them, or they weren't part of the bridal party, I have absolutely no memory of what they wore, because it's so inconsequential. You're the a-hole. Don't lie to her and tell her you're worried people might make her feel uncomfortable. She is obviously confident and happy with her body and your comments are purposely to knock that, in my opinion, which is asshole behavior. Also, your wedding should be about professing your love to one another. Why are you so concerned about a guest's outfit? Just because she doesn't go for religion doesn't mean she can't appreciate a ceremony of love either. You're the a-hole. You clearly don't respect her as a person, given your harsh critique of her clothing choices, looks, and the fact that you're attempting to police her outfit. Also, it's not just your wedding, Miss Selfish. Your fiancé falls in there somewhere too. Also, you have the gall to attempt to judge her for not working while in law school? Good lord, lady. Clearly you have no understanding of much of anything. You're the a-hole and stunningly rude, and your thought process was at best simple, and at worst maybe a little racist and wildly insecure. I would be so humiliated if you were my fiancé. Why on earth would you think what someone wears at weekend friend party is the same thing they would wear to a church wedding? Do you wear wedding dresses to the beach and bathing suits to work? Why would you think she doesn't have a very basic sense to dress differently for a wedding? Would you tell a lifeguard to get your approval cause they post a lot at work? Your request was insulting, and you had zero reason to make it. Also, why the hell were you going to involve Alex? Is Alex her owner's? Does he decided what she wears and does? You should be uncomfortable that anyone who hears about this will think less of you. You did nothing right at all in this interaction. You're the a-hole. Like a major asshole. You're trying to police your fiance's friend's clothing because you're jealous of her from how it sounds, and you're just overall an a-hole. The fiance's friend, she's definitely not your friend, so I'm not sure why you're trying to call her your friend when you're treating her so poorly. Sounds like she has more taste than you to not try and continue to converse with you about the topic when she already gave you an answer. It doesn't matter what she wears in her own time. It doesn't matter that she partied in college. It doesn't matter if she has a job or not. Step back into your lane because you have no right to control her. As long as her outfit isn't too short, too tight, too low cut, see-through or white, then it's fine. And if the fiance's friend is a law student, I'm sure she knows how to dress for the occasion. Additionally, it doesn't matter if someone is religious or not to come to your wedding. You invite them because they are important to your fiancé or you, and you guys want to share the occasion with them. Some of your religious friends won't even appreciate your venue and church. Some people could care less about those things. Stop being a Brazilla. Thanks for watching. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more videos. See you all later.